Hello everyone, and thank you so much for stopping by. If this is your first time here, my name is Natalia, and for today's video we're going to be doing another declutter. On today's declutter we're going to be tackling this drawer right here, which is kind of a hot mess. I have bronzers, cream bronzers, and highlights, a few blushes here and there, some palettes, and yeah, I need to clean this out. We have a lot of old products. For example, this one here, if you guys know, you know how old this is. So let's go ahead and get this started. All right, so I think I'm just gonna keep it in here. I typically get everything out, put it on top of my counter because it gives me more space. Let me know if you guys like it this way or usually in front of my window. I don't know, I think it's about the same thing. Also, let me know if you guys like this format of just seeing the products, or if you would like for me to show my face and just kind of talk about each product. I've seen both styles, and I kind of like this format better because I feel like you get to see the product. It's about the product. It's about all this, not about me. So let me know what you guys prefer. Do you guys prefer it this way, or when you guys can see me actually talking about the product? All right, so I'm gonna start with the first one I see, which is this one right here. This is the L'Oreal Lumi Bronze It, and I have it in the shade Light. I loved this bronzer so much. Look at that. I hit pan in it. I think this might be the only bronzer that I've ever hit pan in, and this is a beautiful bronzer. It gives you like the perfect amount of color to your skin without it being too much. But this is extremely old and I think I'm gonna let it go, but I would highly recommend it. It's not cruelty free. I hope one day L'Oreal will be, so that I can repurchase it, but for now I think it's time to let this one go. Okay, open the window. I think that might be a little bit brighter. Next one we have is from Marc Jacobs. This is the, what is it called? The Omega Bronze Coconut Perfect Tan and Tantastic. Everyone went buck wild over this bronzer, and that's why I bought it. But I've had this for a very long time, like way too long. Just don't know if I'm ready to let it go. I think I'm gonna put this in the maybe pile, and we'll see, because I know this one, I think you can't buy it anymore. I think Marc Jacobs might have gone out of business, so I'm kind of sad to let it go. And of course I will show you guys at the very end everything I'm keeping, everything I'm getting rid of. Next one here is from Wet n Wild. This is the Mega Glow Contouring Palette in Dulce de Leche. This is a really pretty multi-use kind of palette, and it's very pigmented. I do like this palette, I just don't use it enough. So I think I'm gonna put this in the maybe pile to see what I end up with, because I definitely don't use this powder, the white one, but this one, it's a really pretty like contour kind of shade because it is more of a neutral color. So I'll put this in the maybe, but this is a good one, and it's of course like, I don't know, $5 or something, super cheap. All right, next up we have a few blushes. This is the Undone Beauty Lip to Cheek palette, and I have it in the shade Rosewood. This is really pretty. I really like it. It is newer to me, as you guys can see. I barely really used it, but it is a cream blush, and look at that shade. Oh, that's so pretty. I really like it. I don't use it enough, but I definitely do want to keep it. It's supposed to be glow giving coconut extract, so it is really pretty. It's really healthy looking on your skin, so I'm definitely gonna keep this one. The next one we have here is from Nabla. This one is newer to me. This is the Skin Glazing Glass Skin Finish Glow Powder, and I have it in adults only. This is really pretty. I got it on recommendation from Katie Jane Hughes. She uses it on her skin. I think she uses it even on her eyes, and it looks so pretty. I haven't used it that much, but I do like Nabla face products. I do have their bronzer, which you'll see, and their highlight, and they're just all so pretty. I feel like they're very underrated. Like, not a lot of people talk about these, but I would highly recommend these. They're so good, and they're actually pretty affordable too. The packaging also is beautiful. Like, I love the clear with the gold on the inside, not the marbling, like the texture on the powder. Oh, so pretty. So definitely keeping that one. The next blush I have is from Milani. This is their Cheek Kiss and Nude Kiss cream blush, and this one is also newer to me. I didn't used to wear any blush at all, for reference, so I don't have that many blushes, but lately I have been getting a little bit into blush, so I do have a few, but most of mine I decluttered a long time ago. That's a shade right there. It's like a really pretty, like neutral pink kind of shade. So definitely keeping this one. We'll leave the palettes for the very end. So let's continue over here. We have next the Rose Ink, which is extremely dirty. The cream bronzer in Seychelles. I don't know how I feel about this product. It is a very expensive product, and honestly the only reason why I kept it is because I was past the return window. But I've seen some people use this and it looks so much more pigmented than it does on me, and I think it has something to do with like the brush that I'm using. Let me know if you guys have this product and what brush you use with it, or how you apply it, maybe with like a sponge or something, because I feel like I just can't get this to work and it always just feels so dry. But then when I do like swatches like this, look how dark that comes out. So it doesn't make any sense how I can get this to be dark on my hand and as a swatch, but then I can't get it like that on my skin. Maybe I need to apply it with like my fingers or something. I don't know. Let me know how you guys like to apply it, but I'm definitely keeping this one because it was pricey. The next one is one of my favorites that if you guys have been around, you would have heard me talk about before. It's the Huda Beauty Tantour Contour and Bronzer Cream in Fair. This stuff is like magical. I love it so much. I've had it for quite a while though. I have a feeling I probably should replace it, but this stuff is expensive. So let me show you what it looks like. How perfect is that tone? This is like the perfect contour shade for me, and like I said, I have it in, what was it, in Fair. These are so pigmented. I definitely don't wear Fair on anything. Comment below if you're Fair, you used this before, and how the tone works, because I'm curious about that since they don't have much lighter than this. But maybe if you go like light-handed or something, this works. But yeah, this is one of my favorites. For sure will keep. I probably am reaching the end of its life and I should probably replace it soon. Yeah, 18 months. The next one is from Maybelline. This is the City Bronzer and Contour Powder in 200. I loved this one so much when I first got it. I feel like it's the perfect contour shade, but I honestly just don't really use it that much anymore. And I feel like it's kind of gotten like hard pan. I don't think I've had it for that long. Maybe, I don't know. I'll put it in the maybe pile, we'll see. The next one is another one of my favorites. This is the By Mario SoftSculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer in medium. This one, I feel like you either love it or you hate it, and I'm one of the people that does love it. It does, like, I don't know, I feel like it adds like the perfect amount of bronze to your skin. And I don't know, I just feel like that tone is so perfect for bronzing. It's not too warm, it's not too cool, so that it looks like a contour. And I just really like it. It looks super natural on the skin. And yeah, this is one that I would recommend for sure. And when I run out of it, or if it goes bad, I will definitely repurchasing it. Because between like these two, I feel like I have what I need for contour and bronzing. Like I could get rid of honestly all my other bronzers if I could just keep this one here, because it's just that good. So definitely keeping this one. This next one is older than I would like to admit. This is the Thrive Causemetics Sun Chaser Blur and Sculpt Bronzing Powder in Rhea. Whew, I've had this for a very long time. This used to be my favorite for contouring because the shade is like a super cool tone kind of tone. And yeah, it was very pretty while I had it and while I used it, but honestly I didn't really use it that much, and it's 12 months and it's definitely past 12 months. I would recommend this one, but I have others that I like better and I wouldn't repurchase it. All right, this next one is from Milani, and it's their Silky Matte Bronzing Powder in Sunkissed. And this one I've had for a very long time. I did hit hard pan on it. Like every time I try to use it, like nothing really comes out. Let's see if I can get it to even swatch. But this is a super pretty bronzer contour kind of mixed kind of product. If you've been looking for something similar to the Thrive Market one, I would highly recommend this one. I am going to get rid of it because I know it's super old, but I will be replacing it. This one, I don't know. I feel like it got so much hate from so many people, and I honestly don't understand why. This is the OneSize Made for Shade Bronze and Sculpt Trio in Medium Trio. I honestly love this product and I haven't used it that much lately. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm a little overwhelmed with how many products I have that I don't like, so I kind of forgot about it, but I definitely will be reaching it now that I'm cleaning up my area. So basically it has like 3 different tones that you can use. So you get your bronzer and then you get your contour, and these are all so nice and buttery and they blend out so nicely. So there you can see like the different tones. I hope that the camera picks it up. So there you have one that's a little bit more warm, less warm, and more, wait, how did I even do it? Cool, I don't know. But there you can see like the different kinds of tones that you get. They also have the same idea for blushes, I believe, which I have not tried. Let me know if you've tried it and if you like it too. Maybe I'll pick up one of those because I know that I love the formula so much. Also, it comes with like a really nice sized mirror. And the packaging is a little bit bulky, but it's not too bad. The only thing that I hate is that you get fingerprints all over it, but definitely going to be keeping this one. This next one, I'm going to keep only for memory's sake. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting in Nude Bronze Light. This is like one of the first high-end bronzer that I ever bought. And, well, not me. My sister bought it for me. And I know that it's very, very old, so I am going to get rid of it. Also, the tone never really worked for me, but like I said, for memory's sake, I am going to keep it. And I don't know if I would recommend it though, to be honest. I feel like it's a little bit overpriced for what it is. It is good, but it's not like the best. Next up, we have this one from Jouer. This is their, what is it called? Light to medium bronze duo in Sunlight and Suntan. My sister got me this a while back for, I think it was like my birthday or Christmas or something. I've had it for quite a while, but I'm not ready to let it go yet. So it has basically 2 different tones. One's supposed to be lighter than the other. And I do mix both. Like I feel like neither one, it's really like my tone. But when I mix them, then I get like a really nice tone. I probably won't be getting rid of this one, to be honest, for memory reasons. This next one is from Bare Minerals. This is their bronzer, and I have it in the shade Faux Tan. This is pretty old, so I think it's time to let it go. So you can see it right there. It's like a pretty good contour for my skin tone. Right now I'm pretty tan because of summer. It's not my favorite, and I think I'm ready to let it go. This next one from Bare Minerals, it's their Invisible Bronzer in Medium. I think I got this at like TJ Maxx or something like that because I remember everybody talking about it, or a few people talking about it, saying that it was like their favorite. And I did like it. It just wasn't really like a favorite of mine. So I think I'm ready to let it go. Also, it's very, very old. I don't think this is even made anymore. This next one is from Too Faced. This is their Sweetheart Bronzer Baked Luminous Glow Bronzer in Sweet Tea. Wow, this is so old, and I feel like it's kind of similar to the Bare Minerals kind of style, where like the bronzer, I don't know, it's like a glowy bronzer kind of thing. However, I don't really use that type of bronzer. Like super glowy bronzers, not really my favorite. I prefer like matte bronzers. This one wasn't super glowy, but it is very, very old. So I think I'm ready to let this one go. This was a sample or maybe like a birthday gift or something. This is the NARS bronzer in Laguna, and honestly kept it because everybody goes wild over this bronzer, like the shade particularly. And it is nice, but again, it's a little bit too maybe glowy for me. I don't know. But honestly, I just never really reached for it. So I think I'm ready to let this one go. All right, so moving on to the next container, we have a Nabla Skin Bronzing Sunkissed Effect Bronzing Powder in Soft Revenge. Again, like I said already, Nabla makes one of my favorite faced products, and I'm definitely keeping this one. I would highly recommend. Again, they're not very expensive. The packaging is so pretty. The next one we have here is from Causemetics. This is their soft, so soft, and what is it called? Their bronzer stick in Terra. This is so pretty, but honestly, I don't use it enough because it gets kind of lost in my collection. I did kind of mess up the top because it touched the lid, but this is like the perfect bronzer contour type of shade. It's like cool enough but warm enough that I can use it in both ways. But I really like this one. It blends really nice. Yeah, it's a little bit pricey, but I would recommend it if you've been looking for something different to check out, or if you've never checked out Causemetics. They make really good products. I do want to try their blushes because I've heard they're supposed to be like one of the best ones, but I really hate the packaging and how dirty it gets. I mean, look at mine. I really need to clean my stuff. So anyway, so keeping that one. Milk Makeup bronzer stick or matte bronzer in Baked. I've heard that this is no longer being made like this size. This is the 1 ounce. Now when you rebuy it, it's like half a size, which I guess it's fine because honestly, although I do appreciate having more bang for your buck, like I never use this up and it's so old. So you guys can see on the thing, this was nice, but it was never really my favorite. I feel like it was always too warm for my skin, and I don't know. I guess I just never really used it as much as I should have. So I'm definitely getting rid of this one. Next up, we have these two from LYS. These were part of like a Christmas set, and it came, I think, with like 3 of them. This is going to be Empower. I don't know why it's getting white. And I feel like it's a really pretty like winter shade. So keeping that one. And then we have Unforgettable, which I feel like it's a really nice summer shade. So I'll definitely keep this one as well. I like the formula. I feel like it's a little bit less dewy than the other ones that I showed you first, but it's still a really nice formula. This one is from Maybelline. It's the Master Strobing Stick Illuminating Highlighter, and I have it in the shade 200 medium. This was so pretty, and honestly forgot that I had it, but I think I've had it for a bit too long, so I think it might be time to part ways. The next ones are from Nudestix, and these are the Nudies All Over Face Bronzer Color and Highlight. Oh, Bondi Bay. This one's one that people have gone so crazy over, and to be honest, I don't really get the hype. I feel like it's too warm tone, like it's not even looking as warm tone on the viewfinder. So I think I'm gonna let that one go. And then this one is in the shade Bubbly Bebe? Something? I don't know. And this one I never really use. Like the tone is pretty and everything, but I don't know. I just don't really use like stick highlights. So I think I need to just stop purchasing stick highlights because I typically don't really reach for that. I'm gonna get rid of that one. This next one is from Persona, and it's in the shade Dune. It's their bronze multi-stick, and I know for a fact I've had this for way too long, so I need to repurchase it because I did like it. I feel like it's a little bit more wearable than the Milk one, because the Milk one it's a lot deeper, but if you compare like this one to this one, see how this one's a lot more neutral. So I do want to repurchase it. I might actually look into buying like the deeper shade that they came out with. I don't remember the name. I did think it was nice. I like the formula. However, this is way too old, so it's time to let this one go. Next up, we have another By Mario product. This is their, what is this called? The SoftSculpt Shaping Stick in Light Medium. I feel this one, honestly, people went kind of crazy over. And it was out of stock and it was hard to get, and I think my packaging just broke because I can't get this to go up. Oh my gosh, I think I'm just pulling the whole packaging apart. Okay, well, that is not what I'm trying to do. Anyways, well, I don't know how much we have left. I think I can see it right there, maybe. Anyway, this is a good product. I did like it. It's like a really nice contour shade for me. So I am going to be keeping it just so that I can finish it up because it is nice. I like the formula. I don't like the packaging. I don't know if I would repurchase it, to be honest. I think I would rather purchase something else. But this is good. It does the job and I'll keep it.